Are you done? Can I start? Okay. Tahoe's gonna be in the video with me today, apparently. You want pamper time? Yeah? You wanna get pampered? Shit. Okay. Lay down. Thank you. Okay. Hi, everybody, and Tahoe. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday. Tahoe's very hyper, so I'm very sorry if you see him running around in this video. But I just finished cleaning the apartment, and I figured I would give myself a little like pamper time. So I wanted to share with you guys what I do on my little like pamper routines. I try to do this like once a week or once every other week, just to keep my skin looking good and to like relax and, you know, have a little me time. So I already washed my face. I used my Clinique Rinse Off Foaming Cleanser. This is my cleanser I use every day, and I really, really like it. It doesn't break me out, doesn't make my skin really dry. It just feels really good on my skin. So I didn't do anything else to my skin. I just washed it. So I have my mirror. The first thing I'm gonna do is take care of my eyebrows. I think I've said it before, but I don't get my eyebrows done. I do them myself. So, hi Tahoe. So I like the shape that they are, so I just try to keep it up. So like every other week, or sometimes if I'm really lazy, every month, just once a month, I'll just pluck them. So the first thing I like to do is take a little spoolie like this. There you go. This is just a Sonia Kashuk one I have. And I like to trim my brows because my brows get pretty long. So I like to trim them first. Oh, my mirror's very dirty. So I'll just, here, let me bring you guys in just a teeny bit closer so you can see a little better. Okay. All right. So I'll just, my mirror's here. So I'll just brush them up. They're actually not too long today, but I'll kind of brush them up and see if there are any long straggly pieces. And then I'll just take my little scissors. I just have little, they're eyebrow scissors, cosmetic scissors, and just trim off any long hairs. I think I did these like 2 weeks ago, so they're actually not that long today, which is good. But if I wait longer, they get very long. So I'm just gonna do that to my other brow. Yeah, they're not very long. This brow always tends, this is my bad brow. Yeah, but anyway, this brow always tends to be a little longer, so. I mean, if your brows are really like, your hairs don't grow very fast, then don't do this, obviously, or you like them bushier. My eyebrows are pretty bushy already, so they don't need the extra length. So actually it didn't look too bad in terms of trimming them. So, and then I'm just gonna flip it to my magnified? You know what I mean. The side that makes your brows look bigger, your face look bigger. So I'm just cleaning off, it was very dirty for some reason. And I'm just gonna pluck any stray hairs I see. Actually, my brows don't look too bad this week, which is surprising. Normally they look a lot worse than this. And I just pluck underneath. I never pluck above. You'll see why in a little bit, but I just think it's harder to figure out what shape you want up there. And like if you pluck off any of this up here, your brow's just gonna look funky and fake in my opinion. So I just leave the top and I just go underneath. Okay, and the other thing I do while I still have my tweezers, oh, by the way, these are my favorite tweezers. I think these are just Tweezerman tweezers. I don't know, they don't say, but they're like matte black. And these are my favorite. They really have a good like pincher thing, and they really grasp on the hairs really well. I have some other tweezers. These are just my favorites. So the other thing I'm gonna do is I get facial hair, like every person does, but I get some like pretty thick ones along my chin and sometimes in my mustache area. So I like to just like pluck those fatter ones first. Okay, so it looks like most of it looks good. So the next thing I'm gonna do might be shocking to some people. I mean, it's been talked about a lot recently on the interwebs and on YouTube, and you know, celebrities and stuff recently have been talking about it a lot, and I know a lot of people do it, but it's still, I don't know, for some reason for me it still seems like taboo, and like people like are like, oh, you shave your face? Yes, I do. I shave my face. I started doing it maybe a year ago, and I did it once and I just wanted to try it and see what it was like. I ended up loving the results, and it was a really great exfoliator. It made my skin feel really good, and I like to do it on Fridays usually, once a week or once every other week, just same as the skincare routine pretty much, just to like help my skin through the weekend too, which is nice when I put on makeup, because I usually only put on makeup on the weekends, so I just think my makeup goes on better, my skin feels really great, and I just love how it makes my skin feel, so I continue to do it. So I have two different little razors. So this one's really small. This one's from the brand Trim. I got it at Target. It's not the greatest one, but I like it for small places like in between my brows and like on the side of my head next to my eyebrows and stuff. But I used to buy the Ardell ones. Those ones you can find them at Target. Those ones are my favorite, but I couldn't find them at my Target recently. So I bought these Schick ones online on Amazon. I'll link them down below. They're okay. My only problem is with these ones is that it doesn't have like a protective piece of plastic here at the end. See, that razor kind of comes down. I guess this one doesn't either. I mean, but it's like the razor stops before the plastic does, if that makes sense. So sometimes you can, like, if you're not careful, you can nick yourself. It definitely takes some practice. You definitely go very slow, and the key is to really have your face super dry, like nothing on your face. Just wash it, let it get super dry, and then shave. If you're even like slightly sweaty or sticky, it like won't work. It doesn't work out well. Don't put anything on your face, just like super dry. So I'm gonna start on my forehead, and I work my way down my head. So it's just small little strokes. And once you go over an area like once or twice, don't go over it again. You don't want to like over exfoliate. So don't really have to like do anything to pull your skin taut on your forehead. But I'm just gonna work my way down. See, whoops. You can see like a little bit of stuff on there. So then I'll take my little guy and I'll go in between my brows just to get any like stray hairs my tweezers missed. Well, not my tweezers, me, but and then I'll go right here between my brows and my hairline. And then I'm gonna switch back to my big razor. And this is where you kind of want to pull your skin a little taut and just really take your time and work your way down the face. So I like to leave a little bit of hair right here. I think it looks kind of unnatural if you don't have like a little bit of a sideburn. I mean, everybody has them, so I kind of leave that alone. So I was making a lot of weird faces, but you can see, hopefully you can see that there's some like dead skin and hairs and stuff in there. So it's like, I find it really satisfying. It might be weird, but It's the truth. And it involves making a lot of stupid faces, but I think, sorry, I had to concentrate. I think the results are worth it, and I really enjoy it. The other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you're holding it at kind of like an angle to your face. So it's kind of like this, not like this or like this. Kind of want it at like a 45-degree angle. Remember, I'm not an esthetician. I'm not a beauty guru. I'm just a normal person. I learned to do this off other YouTube videos, but I really enjoy doing it. You just want to take your time and be careful. You don't want to cut yourself. So yeah, so that's how I shave my face. So I'm just gonna go rinse off my face, give it another little wash just to get any like of the dead skin or hair that's like sitting on my skin off. And then I'm gonna go in with my first face mask. So I like to do a triple masking sort of method. Usually I'll start with like a semi-exfoliated one. I don't go in with a very strong one because I just physically exfoliated my face. But like a lightly exfoliating one, nothing too harsh, and I'll leave it on for a very short amount of time. And then I'm gonna go in with a clay mask or a mud mask or something like that. And then I'll go in with a hydrating mask just to put all the hydration back in my skin. And it's kind of like a little mini spa treatment. You kind of feel like you had a facial afterwards, which is nice. So yeah, so I'm gonna go wash my face really quick and I'll be right back. All right, so my face is all clean. Oh, it feels so good. I love it after I shave, it's so smooth. So the first mask I'm going to use is this Michael Todd pumpkin nutrient rich thing. I like this one because it does have like enzymes to lightly exfoliate your face, but also has like glycolic acid and other good ingredients that will help also hydrate the skin and nourish it. So I really like this one after I do that because it's not too harsh of an exfoliant, but it like still will help get some of that extra dead skin off my face. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. This one you don't need a ton of. I usually just take like that size. So I'm gonna leave that for, I can't ever remember, 5 to 10 minutes. So not very long, which is good. I try to leave it for like the 10-minute mark, just because I want all the benefits, but definitely you don't want to go over that 10-minute mark because it does have those enzymes that are exfoliating in your face and you don't want to overdo it. So I'm just gonna sit here and like hang out, watch some TV while this is on my face. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. I'm gonna go wash this off and then I'll be right back. I'm gonna put on my next face mask. So I'll show you what it is, but I've been talking about it a lot recently, so you probably already know it. All right, so it's time for my next face mask, and it's one of my favorites. This is the Aztec Indian Healing Clay. I love this stuff, it's amazing. So I have my apple cider vinegar too. I'm gonna shake that up first. Donna's back to join the spa day. Hi, buddy. And I have my little bowl and my little porcelain spoon. So I'm gonna take a scoop of this, about that much. Just put it right in my bowl. So there, oops, there's that. And then I'm just gonna pour, it's gonna be hard because I'm not gonna be able to see how much I'm pouring in there. I'm just gonna pour a little bit in there. That should be plenty, hopefully. And then I'm just gonna stir that up. Very thick. pretty much like if you were to get a prepackaged mud mask. That's the consistency I like. So then I usually just take my spoon and just blob it on my face like this. So this mask is really gonna help pull out all those impurities on your face and just really clear out all the gunk. I need my mirror, sorry, I can't see my face when I'm doing. And just pull out all the gunk. I use this mask like every other day. For me, it really helps clear my skin. It just makes it like really clear and just makes it look really, really nice. Yes, I will be red. So that's what it looks like. So I'm gonna go clean my hands and I'll be right back. All right, so this is what it looks like. The packaging says to leave it 5 to 10 minutes for delicate skin, 15 to 20 for normal skin. So I'm gonna go for the 20-minute-ish mark. Maybe a little bit longer depending on how it's feeling and how long it takes to dry up and all that. But yeah, I'm gonna just, you know, hang out again for 20 minutes. Then I'll be back when it's all dry to show you what it looks like. All right. So this is what it looks like dry. I'm having a hard time talking because it's very tight, but yeah, it's all dry. It's still a little sticky on my cheeks, but that's okay. So I'm gonna go wash this off and I'll be right back again for the third face mask. All right, so this is how my skin looks. You can see a little bit around my mouth is a little red, but it's not too bad. Feels super, super clean. So the third step is to add a little moisture back into my skin with the third mask. So I'm going to use a sheet mask today. This is the sheet mask I'm going to use. I showed it to you in my little mini Ulta haul. It's one of my favorites. I'm going to use that today. But if you don't have a sheet mask or you don't really like sheet masks, I understand. It took me a while to get into them. But this is another really good mask that I love. So it's the Origins Drink Up 10-minute quench mask. So I'm going to put on my little sheet mask. I was very sleepy today. So I'm just going to, I kind of like massage the package a little bit, just to make sure like the whole mask is really saturated. And just tear it open. And then I like to take the packet and, you know, give it a little squeeze, get all the extra good face mat, the good serum out, because that's what you're really paying for in here, you know, so get it all in my hand. And then I like to just add it right onto that face mask, give it all the serum I can. Then I rub it down my neck and onto my chest, you know, really getting my money's worth. So that's what you're really paying for, is that serum in the bag. So definitely don't want to waste any of that stuff. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for, I never remember how long. This one's 20 to 30 minutes, which is good. You don't want to leave it on for any more than that because the moisture in your skin will start to absorb into the cotton mask and have the opposite effect. So you definitely only want to leave it on for like the allotted amount of time. So I'm gonna kind of lay down with Tahoe, let this really absorb into my skin, and I will be back. All right, so it's been about 25-30 minutes. I'm gonna peel this guy off. And I'm going to rub the serum into my face. That's the good stuff, like I said. I'm just rubbing that in. And then I'm gonna do the rest of my skincare routine. So I figured I'd show you what I do. It's the middle of the afternoon. Normally I would try to do this more like towards night, so I don't have to like wash my face again later. But sometimes, you know, I just need like a midday pick-me-up, so it happens. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this aloe on my face. I just buy this at the grocery store. I look for something that's like 99% real aloe vera. You don't want like a ton of the nasty chemicals and stuff in it. But aloes are really good just for soothing the face and moisturizing and all that good stuff. So I put a thin layer of that on. And then I'm going to put on my Clinique Dramatically Different Gel. I'm still kind of testing this out, but so far I really, really like it. It doesn't break me out. It makes my skin feel awesome. So far, so good. So we'll see how we continue to go. It hasn't been that long, couple weeks, I think. But I'm really enjoying it. For some reason, the smell of Clinique always makes me, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like from, like, it's like something. I don't know. It makes me feel something. All right. And then I'm going to, I have like my basket of stuff I'm looking through. So then I'm going to put on my eye cream. I have this Mario Badescu Hyaluronic Eye Cream. And I really like this stuff. It's really thick, so especially during the day, you don't need a ton, like literally that much. Hopefully you can see that. Like literally nothing. I'm just going to rub that on underneath my eye. And I like to bring it up onto my eyelid and way out where, you know, crow's feet would start happening. So you want it all nice and out there. So same thing on the other eye, obviously. I'm using my ring finger. It's the best to pat in product. It's got the lightest touch, the most padding, all of that good stuff. All right. And then I'm gonna put just a teeny bit of oil on my face. You wanna do oil last besides sunscreen because moisturizer can't sink in through oil, apparently. That's from what I read. You can do your own research and look it up and stuff, but it's always better to do moisturizer first and then any oils. So I have this little bottle, the label's all peeled off, but it's rosehip oil and tea tree oil. So I like to mix these together. You should not put tea tree oil on your face by itself. It's not good for your skin. It's an irritant. It's just not good. So I usually do 6 for during the day. At night I'll put a little bit more oil on because I like it to all like really absorb in my skin at night. But I'll do 6 drops of this. And then I'll just do 3 drops of tea tree oil. Just rub it, warm it up in my hands. And then I just like to gently pat this into my skin. And just really, especially focus it where I have my acne and my issues, because that tea tree oil is going to help clear up the skin. I'll do a nighttime routine eventually too. This is pretty much my daytime skin routine. So I'll do the aloe, the moisturizer, eye cream, and oil. Well, obviously I'll wash my face first. So I'm just gonna let that absorb for a second. It's feeling a little dry. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this is the Mario Badescu facial spray. I love this stuff. Spray a little of that on. Just really getting it all nice and absorbed in. And then I'm gonna add, because it's still the daytime and it's sunny out, always, always, always wear an SPF. If you don't do anything else to your face besides wash it and put on SPF, good. Like you really need the SPF. So I've been trying out this one. It's the Neutrogena Clear Face. I like to get something with a really high SPF. So something like at least 30 or more. I try to definitely go for like 50. I think that people say once it gets above 50, it doesn't really make a difference. So, you know, for me, the more the better though. Especially if you have like acne scars, like you can see I have acne scars on my face. If you don't put on sunscreen, it can make it worse. And like, you get premature aging, all that bad stuff that you don't want. So definitely remember to put on your sunscreen. So I'm just gonna rub that in. Make sure you get it down your neck too. And that is it. So this is what my skin looks like after, you know, a nice little facial moment. Nice and glowy. I love when my skin looks, you know, a little bit oily because I have very dry skin, so, you know, want it to be all nice and glowy and stuff. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little pamper routine, and I will see you in the next adventure. Bye!